Well, good morning, friends. This is Jim Willis, your itinerant preacher. You know, every Sunday I try to go someplace very spiritual. And this Sunday, we're at the Janie Pierce Park in Southbury. And you see the lake behind me in the background. It is such a wonderful, peaceful place. Very, very spiritual. And I just want to give you a short message today. Today's May 24th. 2020, we're in the middle of the pandemic, but we can't go to church, so thought it would be fun to do something outside. And what I want to do today is share with you a story that I first heard from Dr. Wayne Dyer. And that's going to be what we have to talk about today. And I'm going to, pardon me for reading, we don't usually read scriptures, or don't usually read sermons, but this is something that Dr. Wayne Dyer published and spoke about. This is called the Shia story. In Brooklyn, New York, Chush is a school that caters to learning disabled children. Some children remain in Chush for their entire school lifetime, while others can be mainstreamed into the conventional school. At a Chush fundraising dinner, the father of a Chush child delivered a speech that would never be forgotten by all who attended. After extolling the school and its dedicated staff, the father cried out, "Where is the perfection in my son Shia? Everything God does is with perfection, but my child cannot understand things as other children do. My child cannot remember facts and figures as other children do. Where is God's perfection?" The audience was shocked by the question and pained by the father's anguish and stilled by his piercing inquiry. "I believe," the father answered, "that when God brings a child like this into the world, the perfection that he seeks is in the way other people react to this child." He then told the following story about Shia. One afternoon, Shia and his father walked past a park where some boys Shia knew were playing baseball. Shia asked, "Do you think they will let me play?" Shia's father knew that his son was not at all athletic and that most boys would not want him on their team. But Shia's father understood that if his son was chosen to play, it would give him a comfortable sense of belonging. So Shia's father approached one of the boys in the field and asked if Shia could play. The boy looked around for guidance from his teammates. Getting none, he took matters into his own hands and said, "Well, we're losing by 6 runs and the game is in the 8th inning. I guess he can be on our team and we'll try to put him up to bat in the 9th inning." Shia's father was ecstatic. As Shia smiled broadly, Shia was told to put on a glove and go out and play short center field. At the bottom of the 8th inning, Shia's team scored a few runs, but were still behind by 3. In the bottom of the 9th inning, Shia's team scored again, and now with 2 outs and the bases loaded with a potential winning run on base, Shia was scheduled to be up. Would the team actually let Shia bat at this juncture and give away their chance to win the game? Surprisingly, Shia was given the bat. Everyone knew it was all but impossible, because Shia didn't even know how to hold the bat, let alone hit something with it. However, as Shia stepped up to the plate, The pitcher moved in a few steps to lob the ball softly, so Shia could at least make some contact with the ball. The first came in, and Shia swung clumsily and missed. One of Shia's teammates came up to Shia, and together they held the bat and faced a pitcher waiting for the next pitch. The pitcher again took a few steps forward to toss the ball softly towards Shia. As the pitch came in, Shia and his teammate swung at the bat, and together they hit a slow ground ball to the pitcher. The pitcher picked up the soft grounder and could easily have thrown the ball to first baseman. Shia would have been out and the game would have been over. Instead, the pitcher took the ball and threw it on a high arc to the right field, far beyond the reach of the first baseman. Everyone started yelling, "Shia, Shia, run to first, run to first." Never in his life had Shia run to first. He scampered down the baseline, wide-eyed and startled. By the time he reached first base, the right fielder had the ball. He could have thrown the ball to the second baseman, who would tag out Shia. He was still running. But the right fielder understood the pitcher's intentions. So he threw the ball high and far over the head of the third baseman. Everyone yelled, "Run to second, Shia, run to second." Shia ran towards second base, and as the runners ahead of him deliriously circled the bases towards home. As Shia reached second base, the opposing shortstop ran up to him and turned him in the direction of third and said, "Run to third, Shia, run to third." As Shia rounded third base, the boys from both teams ran behind him screaming, "Run home, Shia, run home." Shia ran home, stepped on home plate, and all 18 boys lifted him on their shoulders and made him the hero, as he had just hit a grand slam and won the game for his team. "That day," said the father softly, with tears now rolling down his face, "those 18 boys reached their level of God's perfection." Sorry, I've read this several times. It chokes me up every time I read it. But it's a lesson for us. It's a lesson in kindness. And as we're going through this pandemic now, we have more chance than ever to demonstrate kindness and do acts of kindness. Random acts of kindness is so easy. They seem to come to me every day. They'll come to you every day. Help a lady with her shopping cart. Give someone a place in your line. There's a million things that you can do. And that's what God would want us to do. Showing a random act of kindness is showing that we love God and God loves us. We'll see you next week. God bless you.